So something happened at my job. This was on Thursday. Today's Saturday. So I don't know why I was gonna make this video the day of, but I don't know. So now we're doing it now. Anyways, I guess today's moral of the story is, or topic is, why do you throw good things away? You know, why do you throw good away? Good opportunities away. So, my coworker, I don't know what happened with this guy. Didn't really talk with him. I'm not gonna say any names, obviously, but to give some context, my job is pretty easy. Okay, I'm not gonna say exactly because I might get demonetized. I don't know how this stuff works, but I sit down in a chair all day and trim trees. Okay, I'm gonna say that. I get paid $17 an hour to do that. Okay, think about it. I get paid to sit down and play with a plant for $17 an hour. Okay. In this world, yeah, I'll take that any day. You know what I mean? Any day of the week. And you know, some people can't do that. You know, because I've seen people quit because they can't continue to sit still and just do the same thing over and over again. So I get that, but thinking about what other type of jobs that I would have to do and get less than 17 an hour for. I used to work construction and get paid less than that and work overtime and get only like 12 hours to myself. And now I get paid more to sit in a chair and basically play with a plant. So that's the context before this whole story, right? So basically, my coworker, I guess, woke up on the wrong side of the bed that morning because I talked to him maybe a couple times, maybe a couple instances, but it was all like jokes, right? It was all like, haha funny, you know? Haha funny, sorry. But anyways, so my manager is cool as fuck. This dude's chill, fucking dope ass dude, right? We shit talk always back and forth, bro. It's I know people say like coworkers aren't friends, you know what I mean? But like in this industry, I feel like it's kind of different because like you really fuck with each other like on a different. I don't know, but that's also not true specifically for this industry either, because there's also instances like what happened, you know, on Thursday or whatever. So my manager, we were told we have to change some things up, right? We have to start doing things a little bit differently because state requires it, right? So if you don't abide it, then they can shut your whole facility down, right? So you don't want that to happen, so you have to do some things a certain way. And apparently my coworker just didn't like that. He did not like being told what to do, and I get that. 100%. Don't get me wrong. I do not like being told what to do, but at the end of the day, at your job, unfortunately, you're a slave. That's how it works. And if you don't want it to work like that, then you know, I bet you can guess what happened. You're gonna get the boot, you know, just like my coworker did. Spoiler, but you could probably guess that. But anyways, yeah, he was just not accepting it. And it's not even that, it was just like, hey, like, I don't understand why we have to do this. Like, that would be acceptable. No, this man was straight on some disrespectful stuff, being like, man, you want me to hit my numbers? You want me to do this? You want me to go talk to your manager? Go talk to your manager about it. Go talk to your manager. Get out of my face about it. Like, just being hella disrespectful. And some more context, this is in the morning, like 7 a.m. It's also my manager's birthday, right? So, like, you're really doing this to my manager on his birthday? That's crazy. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this whole thing straight in my head. I'm sorry if I'm ranting. I don't know if you're still here, but yeah, if you are, thank you. But so that's going on. Like, I have one AirPod in. I'm listening, kind of. I gave my manager direct eye contact for a split second, and I was like, yeah, you got that. If something happens, I'm here to, like, split it up. But, like, I'm sitting down. I'm looking down at my other fucking coworkers. Are they seeing this shit? They're fucking hearing this shit. So, like, my manager starts taking off his gloves, being like, are we really gonna do this today? So I'm like, oh, shit. These guys are actually about to fight right now. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of part of me wanted to see it go down. I'm not gonna lie, because my manager, like, I got money on my manager, 100%. sorry, this coworker is like yeah, I'll admit it, like he could probably, like, I don't know, I've never fought in my life, you know, so I'm just going on a rant. I'm going on a rant right now. I'm sorry. I partook in some tree before I recorded this video but yeah, wow. Let me get back to the story. But anyways, yeah. But no, they didn't end up fighting. He was just like, oh yeah, and then my coworker ended up being like, man, I've been doing this for 10 years. I've been doing this since you were in the womb, bro. And just talking, which is crazy, because we ended up doing the math after that, and for him to be able to do that, he would have had to been 10 years old trimming trees. But you know, hey, some people got that life, man. You don't know where people have been, and that's why where this story is going is kind of crazy, because you don't know what people will do. You don't know what people will do when they're mad. You just don't. But yeah, anyways, this goes down basically after break. I stay in for my first break because I try to get my numbers up, you know. I'm trying to show that I'm a good worker, you know, even though I'm already a slave to the system. You know, don't blame me for it. It's how I work. Now, I just feel like I get out of my flow, and you know, you do get some extra things, you know, if you get those numbers up higher than the goal. So, you know, I try my best, but you know, that's besides the point. I'm losing my train of thought, but I'm gaining it right back because I just caught back up. Boom, right here. So yeah, after break, we all come back in. So my manager, or not me, I'm sitting down, and they all come back in, right? My manager, he walks up to my coworker, and he's like, hey, we gotta go upstairs and talk real quick. So they go upstairs, and you know, I'm thinking, like, he's about to come out, like, come on, like, yeah, you couldn't expect to talk that disrespectful to your manager in front of everybody like that and not be like, you know what I mean? That you can't expect that. And we were talking, you know, for a split second after they came in, and I was like, yeah, y'all hear that? And they're like, yeah. And he was like, one of my coworkers was like, yeah, you can't talk that shit to fucking our man. I was about to say his name, but he was like, you can't talk that shit to the manager, dude. He's like a 5-year vet here. He's like an OG here, basically. And I was like, oh shit. So I really thought for a second, like, will he get fired or will he not get fired? You know what I mean? So then he gets called upstairs, and he basically comes back down into the trim room, and he's like, all right, y'all, it was fun working with y'all, peace. And he fucking took his gloves off and slammed it on the desk and then walked out that bitch. And I was like, wow, that's crazy, man. And he was like, also, oh my god, I forgot the most funniest part. So basically, he didn't want to do all this because he said it was a dictatorship, which, I mean, dude, you gotta go back to my context. I used to be a construction worker for less than what I'm doing now, and now I sit in a chair and play with a plant in my hand for 8 hours a damn day. And this dude saying how this shit's a dictatorship because he was told to put his phone in a goddamn plastic bag because it's not sanitary to have it next to the goddamn plant that you're working with, which is like, you're nasty for wanting that. I wouldn't want you trimming for my company if you're not going to do that. I don't, like, dispensary weed is crazy, man. Grow your own weed, guys. I'm sorry, I just said it out loud. I said the part out loud. I'm sorry. It's too late now. We're 8 minutes in. Screw it. No one's reviewing this video. I got fucking 59 subscribers. Shout out all of you guys, though. Appreciate all of you guys. But, dude, do not buy weed from dispensary. Do not do it. Grow your own weed. And if you cannot, find a fucking... I don't know if I can say that. Grow your own weed. If not, you know, there are other ways to get it. Just make sure that person, you know, grows it themselves, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know if I'm good to say that or not. Fuck it, we ball. He said it's a dictatorship. That's crazy. Anyways, yeah, he leaves the building, right? He's escorted out. He gets his tag taken off because you need like a thing to like get into these buildings, right? You can't just walk into a fucking facility, right? So he basically gets walked out, and it's like, yeah, it's like, that's the end of it, right? Nope. He was instantly started messaging my manager, being like, he started threatening this dude, being like, man, fuck you, bitch ass and your friend. His friend's a cool ass dude. He's my other coworker, cool ass dude. This dude just, like, the only thing I've heard this dude do is literally just fish. He literally fishes 24/7. That's all I know about this dude. He's constantly high and like fucking dope as shit. He's calling him a bitch. Like, I'm telling you, man, people are crazy. People are crazy. I don't know, but yeah. And then he called my other manager, my manager that like controls all like the attendance in it. He called him a Nazi boy. That's just crazy. And like he was like, your my manager's blood's on your hands. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, man? It's like, it's not that serious. First of all, you just quit your job that literally requires you to do nothing. People are in mines, bro, breaking their fucking backs. And you're over here quitting your job, throwing a pissy fit because you were told to put your phone in a plastic bag. I don't know. Moral of the story, it's like, why are you doing that? Why did you just throw away such a good opportunity? Such a good opportunity like that, dude. It's just like, what the hell, man? I feel bad. It's like, I feel bad. It's like, I wish they didn't fire him, but like at the end of the day, it's like, you cannot be like that. You are gonna get treated how you treat people at the end of the day, especially in a place like that. Like, most people are like, you wonder why like this stuff is so stigmatized. It's because this stuff makes you think, this stuff doesn't make you just be okay with the system, Alcohol, on the other hand, that shit doesn't make you think at all. So that's why it's okay to go through a literal drive-through, But that's fine, not the point. God forbid you smell like marijuana too. You might get fined $750, I'm joking. That's never going to get passed. And if it is, I'm going to be in debt for the rest of my life. So, hey, and it's not going to be from fucking student loans. I'm going off the rails with this. But, hey, it's my channel. I don't know. It's just crazy. People will really throw away really good things in their life because of their emotions. It's funny, isn't it? You're driven by your emotions, and if you do not learn to just let that shit flow like a river, man, you're gonna end up like my coworker, throwing away something so perfect, so simple. And I'm not saying this is like you could have stayed here for your whole life, but like, dude, compared to the stuff that you have to do, like even working in fast food, bro, praise all of you motherfuckers who do that. Genuinely, you guys are fucking troopers, okay? And another thing is like him being disrespectful to my manager. It's not even, my manager wasn't the one who was forcing you to do that, my guy. You don't realize that. If you want to get mad at the state. Go to the board of the state and talk to them. My manager isn't doing this to you, dude. It's like, and it's funny because my manager understands this because we were all after, because it was his birthday, obviously. So we're like, hey, are you good? Like, are you good? And he was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, what are you guys talking about? I'm having a good day. And it's like, exactly. That's how you do it. You let those emotions roll right through you. Even if you would have fought him right then and there, I bet you if we asked him that question, he would have been like, yeah, good day. Still right back into his mouth. Which, I mean, don't fight people. Don't do that. That's not good. But, like, if someone comes at you, you obviously have to defend yourself. Especially if they have a pair of scissors right next to them. Didn't say that part. Ooh, forgot that part, too. My manager was like, yeah, I saw him pick up a pair of scissors when he was saying peace out, y'all. And I was like, oh, is he really about to do this right now? But he didn't end up doing it. Thankfully. I turned to my left and he was like, apparently he saw it and he was like, yeah, I thought we were about to have to like all get up and just start beating this dude up if he picked up those scissors. And I was like, honestly, dude, to save a life, it is what it is, man. Sorry, that sounded corny as fuck for some reason. But yeah, this is 14 minutes when I literally could have told this in 3 minutes, but hey. It's my channel. That's what I do. Okay, my bad. I just jorked two cones at once. Pause. I don't know. But hey. Why do people like it? I still cannot think about this, guys. Like, I mean, I know why. It was his emotions. I don't know. I just can't fathom it in my brain. I don't know. I can't imagine it. So I'm just gonna sit here stumped this whole time. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. don't throw away good things in your life just because of your emotions. It's not a good thing. It's not a good idea, because I bet he's regretting it. But you know what? I hope he doesn't, because don't have regrets in life. Just learn. Don't have regrets. Just learn. But yeah, talk to you guys whenever. But yeah, and when I'm rewatching this for myself, hello, love you. Hope you're doing good, and love yourself every single day, my guy. That was for me, not for you, because I don't know. I'm not giving anybody else kisses. Just let you know, except my girlfriend. But yeah, love you guys. See you.